Banshees, actually Ice is double attacking. So he actually had to micro his Banshee, and you know, his attention was a little bit far away. He has a lot of Hellions, so the Hellions could have killed those 3 Banelings easily. But ooh, and we do have more Lings. Look for the same tactic to be done. And what can Oxygen do? Like, he does have a much larger army. He is twice the army, but again, this army is very marine heavy, and Banshees are going to do a lot of damage to it. But the good thing is he has a lot of anti-air. Oh, and he is going to pick up these Hellions very nicely. Very good. Hellions move very quickly. And oh, Ice needs to micro. Ice is macroing in his base. These mutas are not being controlled. He needs to pull back the mutas, and he loses like 5 mutas. Oh, that is such a hit. Actually, Oxygen should be pushing ahead right now. He has a 3,000 army versus 1,003. He's in a commanding presence. I was just about to say, Banelings do so much damage against Marines, and basically, if Banelings can chase away the Marines, his mutas are going to be able to kill these tanks and Marauders, but Oxygen very wisely has 5 Banshees, so he is in a firm position of control. But there are Banelings with hooks, and I don't know how much damage this is going to do. And oh, this is going to be really good. It's going to come down to how well Oxygen is going to be able to control these Marines. And Ice is getting position. Here comes the push. The Banelings are going in, and they're going for the Marines. The Marines are running away, and the Mutas are focusing down the Vikings, and the Vikings are all going down. And what a push! Wow. Okay, so basically it was 10 Mutas versus 5 Vikings, and because all the Marines were running away from the Banelings. And remember, Terran forces in a large ball are very scary, because they are very small units. Like Marines, Marauders are very small units, and they can ball up really well and do a lot of damage. But when they are spread out and by themselves, especially without air cover from the Vikings, they are very weak. And Ice is getting his 3rd. He is firmly in control. He's on 4 gas. Looking on the incomes tab, Oxygen is on 3 gas, but 4 gas actually now kicking in. But once again, he's going to have to build up this ball to be very large in order for it to do significant damage. Otherwise, if he pushes out with this now, again, he doesn't have any anti-air. He's only Marines as anti-air, and if he runs a whole bunch of Banelings into that, he's going to die. But look at this. We do have more Banelings coming in. These mutas are most likely going to come in here. Either, you know, I would swing by and hit the gas, because gas is so important, and then I'm going to run my Banelings in. But here comes the mutas. The mutas are actually going to go for the production facilities. They're going to pick up a whole bunch of units. Oxygen is going to react. He is moving his units up. And look at that. The Banelings are swinging in. The Banelings do have hook. And this is going to be ugly. And going for the units on the... And, you know, like, did he even lose a muta? He didn't even lose a muta. Looking on the income tab, 34 Harvesters versus 44. And Ice is on 6 gas. I mean, and look, Ice is on tier 3. He already has Ultras. Ultras are already on the way. Chitinous Plating. Oh, he really should get Chitinous Plating, because does he even have upgrades for his Ultras? No, he has no upgrades for his Ultras at all. And look at that. Ice knows that he's really behind, but once he lost that, those workers, he has to push. He has to push the end. And the thing is this is only anti-air he has is Marines. And he has a lot of mutas. He has 10 mutas, and the mutas are going to be able to clear up the tanks so fast. And the Ultra's going to pop any moment now. There are 3 Ultras on the way, and even more Banelings making. There are 18 Banelings right now, and the Ultras are in. Here comes the big push. These mutas are going to go for the tanks. And here comes the Ultras. The Marines are running for their lives against the Banelings, and the mutas are completely cleaning up everything. And the Marines do make it out. There are 5 Marines left, but the thing is all his other army is completely killed by these Ultras and mutas. And this has to be GG. Looking at the incomes tab once again, 67 Harvesters versus 39. More importantly, the Terran is on 4 gas and the Zerg is on 6. And once you're on 6 gas, you can basically produce Ultras non-stop. If you want Ultras with mutas, you're gonna get 8 gas, and there is 8 gas gonna be on the way. Even more Banelings being made, and once again, there's not gonna be enough. Looking at the armies tab, it is now 3,000 for Ice, 1,500 for the Terran. This is exactly like game 1, and he is so behind, and even trying to hide behind this wall of bunkers, of barracks. But I think Ice is taking a page out of Glade's book, and he might actually just wait for a Chitinous Plating to go, and then just smash 1,000 Banelings into your enemy command center. and just BM. But Ice is not a BMer like Glade. But I love you, Glade. But you know, man, some of the stuff you do just makes me want to like face palm. And he is actually gonna go for the third base. And yeah, he has enough Banelings here to just ram into the Command Center Glade style and take it out. But he is gonna come over here. The Overlord sees there is no third base, and right now he's just in a commanding lead. Looking at the army size, 3,500 versus 1,009. The tanks are going in. There are not enough. There are so many Banelings. These Banelings are going to go for the command center. No, they're going to go for the worker lines. And everything is going to go down. And it doesn't even matter. You don't even need the Banelings. There are so many mutas. And this has to be GG. Looking at the income tab once again, 41 versus 83. And this game is done. He is completely mined out in his main base. He has no other expansion. His command center is gone. And Oxygen cannot be pleased with that. Oxygen is going to drop into the lower brackets. Now, remember, this is upper bracket finals. Nobody is out yet. Oxygen does drop into the lower bracket. I believe he's going to fight Nirvana next. And that's going to be a really, really good match because Nirvana is really, really strong himself. Or is it Nirvana or is it Red Archon? I can't remember. It's going to be a very, very strong match. But, wow, thinking about this game, the thing was, it's just like the first game. Oxygen tried to do harass with Hellions, with Banshees, denied. Just completely denied. Queen up here, Spinecrawler down here. Hellions do garbage damage against Spinecrawlers and Queens. They only do 8 damage. And even with Pre-Igniter, they still do only 8 damage because Pre-Igniter only affects light units like drones and Zerglings. And the Banshee harass, denied again. Like, yeah, you killed 12 workers, but basically Ice was building nothing but Queens and drones. He got 4 gas. He got enough gas for Banelings. That was the main thing. First push, Baneling denied. Second push, Baneling denied. Third push, they were Ultras. You don't even need the Banelings. And Ice just played 2-base defensive. Very, very Hydra style. This is actually very reminiscent of Hydra. You basically get this huge economy. You defend the pushes. You force a Terran to not attack by getting an expansion. But you've already gotten your expansion earlier. So you're going to have the bigger army, you have static defenses, and you just hold. You hold. One push, one win. One push by the Zerg, and he won. And wow, what a game. So Ice is going to go into the grand finals. And he has to fight whoever is going to emerge from the lower bracket finals. And I can't wait. But thank you very much for listening to my cast. I know this cast was really, really delayed. I was overseas. I do have a day job, and I'm a manager for this manufacturing plant. But it was good. And then I came back to cast game 3, and then I deleted my videos. People called me. My iPhone hanged, and a lot of stuff. But I'm glad I cast this game. I'm gonna move on to cast a Glade game, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna cast 4 games today, and I'm gonna upload them as soon as I can. But thanks guys for listening to my cast. Thank you for subscribers. I have so many subscribers. Oh, it feels so good. But yeah, thank you very much. This is HD Phoenix signing out.